Hey guys, welcome to my 10K Q&A special. First of all, thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. That's pretty crazy. So I'm gonna be answering some of your questions today. Let's just get right into it. I guess I'll start off with my most asked question. A bunch of people asked something along the lines of, what is your inspiration for starting to make music and who inspired you to make music? Or how old was I when I started making music? I started writing songs around when I was 13. I was in 8th grade. And I say like two main things inspired me to make music. One was just like my life. You know, it's 8th grade, everything's the end of the world, having crushes, having to go to high school soon. So I just had a lot of emotions that definitely inspired me to write. But other than that, there was definitely one person who really inspired me, and it was Olivia Rodrigo. Specifically, Olivia Rodrigo as Nini in High School Musical, the series. I loved that series, and I was so inspired by her character. I loved the song, I Think I Kinda You Know. A bunch of my first songs were really similar to that. And from there, I kept finding more and more inspiration from my life and from other artists. Next question, how do you write a song? I feel like my process stays pretty much the same, but sometimes I'll do it a little differently. Something that really helps for me is to do a brain dump, which is where I write all my thoughts on a piece of paper and then I kind of rearrange them into a song on the next page. I did that for a lot of my songs, but sometimes I don't do that because I just have an idea that's so strong that I don't need to. Sometimes I'll just start writing from scratch, but I always start with something that's like lyrically based. Sometimes when I'm writing the lyrics, I have like a melody going in my head too. That's usually what happens, but the words are the focus for me. How long does it take to write a song? I would say for like the lyrics and the chords, it takes about 45 minutes for an entire song. To produce the song, it takes a lot longer. I'd say to get out like a first demo of a song, it takes maybe like 5 hours. What song took you the longest to make? Jade definitely took me the longest to make. It was actually really quick to write. I think I wrote it in about 30 minutes after school. I was like waiting for my friend and I was like, may as well write something. But the production took forever because I just could not get it right. I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. It started as more like an indie pop rock song and it just didn't feel right. And I think I reworked the production of that song like 6 times, but I like to think that I finally got it right. What do you do when you get writer's block? I get writer's block so much, and honestly, a lot of the time I just like wait. I try to write even when I have writer's block. Like I write something, but I usually don't like what I write when I have writer's block. But the way I think about it is like, I've always been the type of person who doesn't like every single song I write. I actually don't like a majority of them. So when I have writer's block, I just like write through it and I'm like, okay, well now I'm like one song closer to like my next good thing though. Like 1 in like 10 songs is one that I like, so. Also, when I have writer's block, I try to listen to like other music. I try to go outside, get off reels. How do I know if a song is release worthy? This question's so hard because I feel like I'm always wrong about it. Like my biggest song, Dear Athena, I knew it was release worthy, but I don't think I was thinking like single. I think I was like, oh, maybe if I do like a folky EP someday. I posted it on TikTok just like for fun. It went like mini viral, which for me was crazy at the time. So then I kept posting it and it kept going viral. So I was like, well, I guess this song is getting released. Same thing with Horizon Line. I didn't really like it that much, but I was like, oh, it's good enough to post. 700,000 views on that video led me to release it, and now it's my top song. So I feel like I don't have a good sense of like, oh, what's gonna be my big song? But for releasing, I feel like I just have to feel strongly about it. I have to feel like it's something I'm proud of, and if I'm not fully proud of a song, I can't really put it out. What is my favorite song of mine? Okay, of my songs that are out right now, I have like a few different answers. Like production-wise, Mint Chip Ice Cream is my favorite. I absolutely love the production. I think I outdid myself on that one. Lyrically, I would say either Jade or Horizon Line. Do I have any challenges producing for myself? Definitely yes, and one of the biggest ones was when I first started producing because I didn't know what I was doing. I like was producing for like years before I actually put music out, and it was just because when you're starting producing, you start off really, really bad, and it takes a long time to get to a point where it's like good enough, or at least good enough for me, because I'm a perfectionist, and if I didn't like how my songs sounded, I couldn't put them out if they weren't like at the level I wanted. I still do have some challenges. Like sometimes I feel like I stick to the same strategies and styles, and I'd like to branch out a little more. I think it would be really cool to co-produce. I'd like to always be at least a co-producer on my music because I feel like it's such a big part of what makes my music sound like me. How do you produce? This is such a weird question to answer because I feel like it's asking someone how to draw. You can look up so many tutorials on like how to produce and get all the techniques, and you can get all the materials, but no one can really tell you what to produce, just like no one can really tell you what to draw, because it could be anything and it really depends on like your style and your goals. But one way that you can figure out what to draw is to look at different art that you want to emulate. So similarly, you can listen to music that you want to sound like and then try to pull little bits and pieces from all these different songs. And that's probably the best way to start producing. Most of the time when I'm producing something, I'm listening to my song, like the acoustic stripped back version, and in my head I have like an idea of what I want. So if you have that, you could definitely translate that just by like listening to other types of music and picking out like, oh, that's what I want. How did I grow my following on social media? I grew a following by being embarrassing and posting every single day. I had been posting on social media for a little bit before I started releasing. It was not under my name and it was just covers, so I think I had a couple hundred followers, maybe 1,000. But when I released Astrology, I started posting almost every day. I followed trends that other artists did, other artists with music like mine. I would see like what videos of theirs, like what videos got lots of views, and I would try to emulate that in my videos. I still do screenshot videos I see that like have a lot of views, or I just really like the concept, and I use that for inspiration when I make my videos. So all this to say, my biggest advice is post consistently, post as much as you can, take inspiration from other artists, and don't be afraid to be embarrassing. Because I used to be really embarrassed about what I was posting, but now I kind of just do it anyway, and life goes on. Do I have any tips for people who are trying to start releasing music and don't know where to start? Well, aside from the producing and social media stuff, if you're asking like technically like how do I release music, I started off using DistroKid, which is a distribution platform. It's open to anyone. You could also use like CD Baby, TuneCore. There's so many options. I personally just like DistroKid's pricing. As for like getting into the music industry, don't expect to be perfect right away. Even I don't know what I'm doing a lot of the time, but use any resource you have to your advantage. If you have any friends that make music, produce, do not be afraid to ask them for help. I didn't ask for help for the longest time, and once I asked for help is when I finally started releasing music. Don't be afraid to talk to people if you don't know them. Forming connections is so important, and you never know how far a simple DM or email can go, or even just approaching someone. I do have videos up on like Instagram and TikTok about like how to book shows, how to release music, how to record at home, and a couple other tutorials. If you want more in-depth answers about any of that stuff, make sure to check out my Instagram or my TikTok. How does it feel to play so many cool gigs and have your own music festival? Oh my gosh, I play so many shows I would not have ever imagined were possible. Like when I first started doing music, I thought it would always be like a side project. I didn't ever think I'd be playing that much, but it's not magic. I slowly built up to playing bigger shows. I played so many local shows. I still do. I still play DIY and local shows. So I guess I feel kind of proud of my accomplishments, and to have my own music festival, I am so proud of that too. It's just, aside from being an artist, I also have always loved the idea of curating shows and like putting together a bunch of talented artists that I love into. I co-founded a very small music and thrift festival called Pocket Fest. It's kind of a passion project of mine more than anything, and I'm just so like thrilled that it happened and was successful and that we're doing it again. I'll put a link to that in the description if anyone wants to check that out. It's in Urbana, Illinois. Favorite Chicago venue? Shoe Buzz plus Lincoln Hall, because they go together. Okay, I got this question so much. Will you play? Will you go on tour? I hope that I can visit every single one of these places that you guys have mentioned, but that is completely dependent on if I am able to sell tickets. I would love to just fly out and do a show for like a handful of you in each country or each state, but it's really expensive. So if you want me to play somewhere, the easiest answer I can give you is hopefully one day. I do also hope to be touring one day, because touring is where artists make most of their money. And I would like to do this as my career. So if you want me to play your city, the best thing you can do is tell all your friends about me, and hopefully they tell their friends, and hopefully then there's more people in your area that would come out to see me. Dream performance destination. Okay, I've always wanted to go to the Philippines because I'm half Filipino. So I would love to play the Philippines and also like double that as like a trip to the Philippines. What is my singing warm-up? Okay, I can't fit the whole thing in this video. Maybe I can make like a separate thing about that if a lot of people are interested. I think I do like a 10-minute warm-up. The order I warm things up though is like I start with stuff with like hmms and lip trills, then I warm up my low register, then my high head voice, and then I do my mixed belt, and then I do some sort of like agility type stuff like runs. I also have like this vocal like drops thing I take before I perform. I don't remember exactly what the brand is called. I think it's like Voice 37 or something. I have the spray and the drops. The spray is for when you have a sore throat. The drops is for like pre-performance. It like preps your throat. I think it like keeps it moist or something. I think it works really well. I also steam my voice usually and drink throat coat tea before I perform. And also after. What do I do when I lose my voice? I cry. Okay, but other than that, I drink so much tea. I drink throat coat tea like I said. I also have this like cough syrup. I get it from Chinatown. I'll put like a picture of it here because I can't remember what it's called, but it works wonders. I've been drinking it, I think, for like 7 years. You can also take it by the spoonful. I vocal rest. That's the most important thing. It's just vocal resting. A single day of not talking at all can do so much more for your voice than you realize. And if it's a sickness thing, like if I'm sick, I'll also take coldies, which prevents sickness and also shortens sickness if you're sick. Drink lots of water. Okay, now I have like a bunch of questions that aren't really related to music but are more fun. What is my favorite film and animated shows? I don't know if I have a favorite film. There are so many movies and I'm not like the biggest movie person, so I don't know if I could pick a top favorite movie. I could say a few I like though, I guess. I love Daddy's Home too. It's like my family's go-to Christmas movie. We all love it. I love the Little Shop of Horrors movie, but I also just love that musical. I really like Disney movies growing up. I think my favorite one is Monsters, Inc. As for recent movies, I recently saw Obsession and I thought it was so good. As for animated shows, I watch TV shows a lot more than I watch movies, and I think I have a lot more of a strong opinion on this. My favorite animated show of all time is She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. I think it genuinely changed my life. I've watched the entire thing twice. I'll probably watch it again at some point in my life. I was obsessed with that show in high school. I also love Arcane. Arcane is a masterpiece. I was a fan of the Owl House. I love The Amazing World of Gumball. That's probably like my favorite cartoon to just like put on while I'm like eating real quick or like in the background. And SpongeBob, of course. Oh my god, SpongeBob was my childhood cartoon and it still hits, but like the OG SpongeBob, not like the new ones. As for non-animated shows, I really loved Never Have I Ever and The Good Place, Resident Alien. I'm waiting for the next season of Yellow Jackets. I had been watching You, but I kind of stopped at season 4 because it was falling off. If anyone has any show recs, please put them in the comments. Okay, I got so many questions about food, which I'm so excited to answer because I love food. Okay, favorite food, just general. I don't know if I have a top 1 favorite food, but like some of my favorite categories are pasta, sushi, anything made of potatoes, anything with cheese. If it has both of them, that's incredible. Love me a good burger. Go-to snack. One of my favorite snacks is salami and Swiss cheese. I like to take 2 pieces and roll it up and eat it. Also love Cheez-Its. Okay, wait, like a charcuterie board is my favorite snack. I love charcuterie boards so much. Like crackers, cheese, grapes, and strawberries, and some like salami. Honestly, one of my favorite foods too. Okay, my favorite dessert. I want to say ice cream, like coffee flavored ice cream. I like lighter desserts. I feel like a really light cake, like tiramisu. Favorite pie flavor, maybe banana cream. What is my cafe order and what is my boba order? My cafe order changes depending on my mood. Sometimes I like a little iced coffee. Sometimes I want an iced chai. Sometimes I'll get matcha. My boba order also changes, but like more often than not, I'll get a strawberry milk tea with mango popping or lychee popping. Favorite pasta shape. The bow tie ones. Favorite type of cheese. I want to say Parmesan. I eat it out of the bag. I love cheese. If anyone knows anything about me, it is that I love cheese. Okay, this person's asking me if I've had sushi. What's my favorite kind? My go-to roll is a Philadelphia roll. However, I recently had the best sushi I've ever had in my entire life. It's called a Naya roll. I'll put a picture of it here, but it has eel, avocado, seared scallop, tobiko, and crunch. I love sushi. What is my hair routine? What is my dye? I was actually hoping I'd get this question because as you can see, my hair's a little more wavy today. For the dye, I use semi-permanent. I think what I used for this was like the Ion semi-permanent brights. As for my hair routine, I actually just this week started like trying to actually take care of my hair. I've been trying out wavy hair routines. I just got some products because before this week, I would just like wash my hair and then like put it up in a towel and let it air dry, and it would dry super weird and it would be like hit or miss, and I never really thought about like what made it dry good or bad. But I had like my eyes open and I was like, wait, my hair's like low-key wavy. So I decided to just start trying to nurture that, and I think it's working. This is only my 3rd attempt and this is day 2 of this hair, so I'm hoping I can get better at like refreshing and like, I don't know, but if it starts to go well, maybe I'll make a video of my hair routine. I'm still learning. If anyone has tips for wavy hair, please put it in the comments. Who is my favorite artist or small artist? Okay, my favorite artist is Conan Gray, but I also have so many other ones I love. Like, I love Lizzie McAlpine, Olivia Rodrigo, Billie Eilish, Sabrina Carpenter. Favorite small artist? I definitely can't say all of them in one video, but let me try to name a few. One of them definitely Nep. I've seen her live twice, and my dream is to open for her. Love Claire Rosencrantz, Isha Tawari, of course, Abby Powledge, so good. And like so many more that I didn't mention, but I'd say like those are my main ones. Do I have Polish roots? Yes. As I mentioned earlier, I'm half Filipino and my other half is white. Big amount of that is Polish. Have I ever gotten fan gifts and do I keep them? Yes, I've actually gotten a bunch of fan gifts at my shows and I keep every single one of them. Someone asked, is it bad I don't text in the server because I'm anxious about communicating with people? They're talking about my Discord server, and it's not bad that you don't, but don't feel worried. Everyone is super nice. I love my Discord server, so I encourage you to respond to someone, start a conversation somewhere. And if anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, I will put a link to join my Discord server in the description. It's pretty much a place where y'all can talk to me and also talk to each other, just like a gathering of people who like my music. What is my dream house? I've always kind of just wanted to have a small house on a side street, a residential area. I mean, I would want it to be comfortable, of course. Like, I'd want to have enough rooms in the house that I could have like my own little home studio, but I don't want like a mansion. I don't even want like a huge house. Just as long as I can have my own space for making music, I'm cool with that. Something cozy. And I would love to have like a whimsical type of like front lawn and backyard, like wildflowers. Getting to decorate a whole house, oh my gosh. Okay, this person said, can I name my future cat Jade and another Sierra so they can match my Olivia and Lacey future cats? Yes, if you do that, please tell me about it. That's incredible. Okay, favorite pair of numbers to add to 100. I want to say 60 and 40, just because I like the number 40, not necessarily because I like 60. I'm like okay with 60. Would you rather eat a hippo-sized apple or an apple-sized hippo? I would feel really bad if I ate an apple-sized hippo, especially if it was alive. So I want to say the hippo-sized apple, except I wouldn't eat the whole thing. I'd like share it with my friends. I'd have like an apple party and I'd invite like everyone I know and we'd all just eat this apple. Okay, and my last question. If I'd either have my height randomized to a number between 3 and 9 feet or have my skin color randomized to any color, what would I rather pick? This is such a weird question. I feel like there's more risk doing the 3 to 9 feet, because what happens if I end up 3 feet tall or 9 feet tall? I wouldn't want that. But like if I end up like green or something, I feel like people would assume it's like makeup or that I'm just like doing something crazy. I don't know, I feel like I could use that to my advantage to be more unique, but like changing my height would actually be a disadvantage. I'd have to change my lifestyle. Anyway, thank you guys so much for all your questions, and thank you again for 10,000 subscribers, and thank you for supporting my music. I hope you learned something about me in this video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace and love.